Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms.
Okay. So we're gonna be doing a little podcast type video. So we don't really have a name for our podcast. We just kind of came up with this idea and just decided to do it. So we'll come back. We'll get back to you with a name.
Yeah, you know, everybody doing it, so
But
why not? Just jump on the
and
train.
we want to do it. We wanted to do it for a while and delayed it. So we're just doing it. And yeah, our baby's sleeping. We don't know if she's gonna wake us up or wake up and interrupt. But
But that's real life, though, you know? See?
it is
No
real life.
fabrication.
It is real life.
What's
So
on your mouth?
we're just gonna get right into it. Let's do a little intro of who we are.
No, well,
I'm Amanda. Obviously, if you're on my channel, you see Amanda Hayes. And you've seen this guy if you've seen any other videos.
yeah, you know, Jalil, the other Hayes, well, the Hayes, the original. You know, you just
That's true, the original.
jumped on the train, you know?
So, we've been married for 4 years. Almost, in 2 weeks, basically.
Yeah, you know.
We just had a baby. Like 8 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
So our life is busy and tired.
Yeah, man, sleep. That's something.
We don't get it.
Yeah.
That's okay, though.
It's fine, you know
It's
what I'm saying?
temporary.
It's a part of it. It's part of the whole thing.
We have a dog, a mini golden doodle, Millie.
That's what you seen. She was in
Yes.
the frame, you know?
She's crazy, but we love her.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, those are the basics.
Yeah.
So anyway, today we're just gonna share
Mm-hmm.
my birth story. Jalil was there, but it's mine.
Yeah.
He's gonna give his side. I'm gonna give my
Whatever.
side.
I'll let you have it.
Just to start out our podcast, you know, this is who we are. And this is our story. That was so great. Okay, anyway. Okay, this is the birth story. Let's just jump right in, because we're on a time limit.
Yeah.
So, back up to
8 weeks ago.
8 weeks ago,
I'm
July 20th. Our dog just dropped a toy. Anyway, 8 weeks ago, July 20th, it was a Thursday. I go into my doctor just for a checkup, or like a check. You know, you go every week once you're in your 3rd trimester.
Yeah.
So I go in, you know, she's like, oh, what up, Amanda? Like, she's not expecting me to be dilated. She's like, you're first time mom. Like, girl, we probably gonna have to induce you. Like, that's the vibe she was giving me.
Yeah.
And she checked me and she was like, oh my gosh, like, you're 2.5 centimeters dilated. This baby could be coming this weekend, so be prepared. And I was like, oh shoot, like, I was nervous, excited, scared. All the feelings in one feeling. So then, Friday, what we do Friday?
We went to the minor league baseball game. So the Rubber Ducks, you know. Intimidating name, I know, you know.
So we just, like, did normal stuff. We
Yeah,
just
right,
went
we
around, what about our normal day?
You know, cause
Yeah. We
yeah,
didn't know. Then Saturday, same thing. We went on a bunch of walks.
yeah.
We went to that festival.
Oh yeah, man. We was doing a whole
Jalil
bunch of-
forgets everything.
whatever, you know. it was
So
8 weeks
we
ago.
did a lot though, cause we went on that. We just did a lot of walking. You know, walking that induces you, girl.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. And then that night, you were playing your game, and I was going to sleep, and
Yeah.
that's when like I started having like cramps at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So what did you think when I came to you and I was like, I'm having cramps?
I was like, should we go? I mean, I think I was like, are you ready to go? I don't know.
You were ready to go?
Well, not ready to go, but
For
like
the
I was.
first sign of nothing.
Well, I was like, if you having cramps, like,
Yeah.
you know, at that
Well,
point, like,
Yeah, I guess he doesn't know. He never had a baby before. I never had a baby before.
yeah, well, you act like you.
But I
expert.
knew I was like, this is not labor. Like, I felt like I was just having cramps.
That's true, but I mean,
Because I had had cramps before, like minor cramps.
that's true. Braxton Hicks is a thing, so.
So
you didn't
I
wanna
was
do
just
it.
like, no, it's fine. Like, I tried to sleep through it, but I couldn't really. I remember texting my friend. I was like, should I go to the hospital? Like, I'm having cramps, but they're not that bad. Like, then I like did fall asleep through them, so they really weren't that bad, but they were still like uncomfortable. But then that next morning, I was convinced I had like progressed.
Yeah.
I was ready to go to the hospital. I was like, we gotta go. Like, I was 2.5 centimeters dilated. I had assumed I had made a lot of progress.
That's the story. But
So we go to the hospital. Go ahead, Jewel. Tell them about us going to the hospital.
so yeah, we just decided like we try to wait because you wanted to do at home as long as possible, so you're not
Yeah.
up in the hospital chilling. So, but it got uncomfortable.
But I really thought I had progressed.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was 2.5 and I had been technically having these cramps since 1 a.m.
That's true. So
And it was like 12:30 when we decided to go.
yeah, so we pulled up. You know, we was up in there chilling, and then that the resident came in, and she had to, what's that thing you had to get the check, whatever.
Like my cervix checked.
Yeah, you know, that was,
TMI.
and uncomfortable right there. It
Yeah,
looked
and
like it.
she was not good at her job. Let's just say that.
Yeah, hopefully she ain't watching, but anyway.
She was like that, like it hurt, and it did not hurt when my doctor checked me like 3 other times.
Yeah, you know, the
Right.
resident, you know what I'm saying, it shows. They ain't
No.
skilled yet, you know, they ain't got it down. But, you know,
No.
but then she did all that.
And she was like rude.
Yeah, well, you know, hospitals, man, I'm telling you, if you ain't like, if you ain't acting a fool, they're not about to admit you. Like, you
I
gotta
don't know if
be.
it was because I was a first time mom and they just literally were like, this chick is tripping.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta poop or something, right? So she's like, nah, man, I'm this thing moving, like.
She was like, yeah, you haven't progressed. And I was like, for real?
Yeah, right. So, and then they was like, well, we want to monitor you for like another 2 hours, you know, keep the contraction monitor on. But we was like, man, we about to chill up in
I
here.
was like, no, I want to go home.
Yeah.
I was like, no, like I'm not sitting here for 2 hours. It was uncomfortable. It was
It's boring.
boring.
You know,
Yeah.
hospital, oh man, hey.
And I was like, I'd rather be in my bed.
Yeah, if it's gonna be the rest of the, like, we didn't know.
Yeah.
So.
And they could have still ended up sending me home. So we were just like, no, we want to go. So
Exactly.
we left. And then we went to my parents' house. And
Yeah.
we ate lunch. And I
Yeah.
was talking to my mom. And then we were like, okay, like, she's not coming. Like, I had convinced myself she was not coming.
Yeah.
I convinced you.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
don't
you
know.
were like, let's go get food for the week.
Yeah, I was like, we need groceries. We need food just in case, you know?
Yeah, it was a Sunday, so we were like, okay, like typically we go grocery shopping for the week.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I'm not going to no grocery store. I'm having like pain.
Right, I mean, it's better if you just, yeah, exactly, just,
So I went to sleep. Or tried.
yeah, stay low key. I went to the store, you know, because we needed food, so.
So
I pulled
Jalil's
up,
at the store.
you know,
I'm
shopping,
in bed.
you know, putting things in carts. And then you called me.
Well, okay.
What did
So
you call me
then
for?
I'm laying down in bed trying to rest because I basically didn't sleep last night. And I was like, I don't know when this baby's about to come. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I went to sleep. I had my heating pad. I was chilling. Me and Millie, we were vibing in the bed. I was like, all right, I'm about to go to night night. And then I like got an intense contraction, like the worst one that I had ever had so far. And like a pop felt, and it was like a gush of water. Literally gush. Like when they say you gush, you gush. And
Great.
yeah, my water broke basically is what happened. And I was like, oh crap, and like blood was coming out, which I guess that's technically not normal. But I think it was because my
Man, you already
mucus
popped
plug
it. Yeah, that was.
had fallen out earlier. And so it was just a whole thing. I called my doctor. Well, I called you. Wait, did I call the doctor first? I think I called my doctor first because I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I called my doctor
Yeah.
first. And she was like super chill about it. She was like, oh, it's fine. That happens sometimes. Take a shower. She was so calm and cool and collected. And I was like, okay. So I did. I took my time. I took a shower.
Yeah.
I called you. Now, what are you thinking when I call you? Like, I just told you my water broke and you're at the store. What's going through your...
I was like, I gotta shop faster.
He didn't even stop shopping. He
Well,
continued to
I
shop.
was-
Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, you know, technical difficulties and such. But oh yeah, so anyways, so I'm was going through my head when you called me to say that your water broke. I said, let me just finish shopping because I was like, you know, we still do need food for the week. You know, and I don't know when we was gonna have time because we was about to have a baby and I ain't having no baby. I don't know how shopping goes with babies. So I finished it out. I mean, I sped up. I did. I went through faster. You know, I'm speeding through. You know, honking and stuff.
So anyway, after we have to kind of hurry up.
Yeah.
So once he got there, we had to rush and pack everything back up because for some reason you decided to take everything out of the car.
Because I didn't know I didn't know how it was gonna go. I thought we was about to be home for the night.
So we go back to the hospital, and that drive was.
Yeah, I was uncomfortable. It was real bumpy.
It was just like once your water breaks, like it gets intense.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Like, it really wasn't, like, the worst pain was not in the car. The worst pain was once we got to the hospital.
Mm.
But we get to the hospital, he just drops me off at the door. I run in, because I'm like, bro, we gotta get this going. I need an epidural. Like, I don't know. I, like, just dip.
Yeah.
So I go in, I'm like, yeah, my water broke. And they're, like, so freaking slow. Like, I just told you my water broke, and they're moving like snails.
It's like, oh yeah, let me just.
They're like, sign this paper. Let's get your blood pressure.
I'm telling you, high school. That's the hospital protocol be stupid.
Because then they had to make sure my water actually broke. They didn't believe me. And then they're trying to get an ultrasound.
Oh yeah, that lady was so. She was so nice.
So sweet.
But man, like you was going through it.
I'm like, girl, you ain't getting no ultrasound. I can't even do. Like,
yeah, you.
I was like, it was so uncomfortable to lay on my back. Like, I had to like be leaned forward.
Yeah, and she was just like, yeah, can we just try to go in
gotta
this position?
Yeah,
So
we gotta make sure baby's head down. I'm like, girl, I just got an ultrasound like a week ago. My doctor just checked me Thursday. This baby is head down. We do not need to double check.
Yeah.
Like, get me to a room. Because it's so uncomfortable in those triage rooms. Like,
yeah.
It was just, I don't know, not the vibe.
I mean, it was already like it's already comfortable in there, but add on active labor, you know, it was just.
So eventually, we got to a room.
Yeah.
Like
After
an hour later.
I thought it was like 20 minutes. I think it was.
It was under 20 minutes. We got to the hospital at like 4. We did not get to a room until like 6:30. Because I got my epidural at 6:30 and they gave me my epidural like right away.
Wow. Whatever.
Oh, it was so long. We were in there forever. So we get to the room and they're like, okay, the anesthesiologist is gonna come. Like, they made you leave.
Oh yeah. Something about a sterile environment, you know.
So we had to leave and my camera's gonna die. So we have to hurry up. So anyway, they give me the epidural. It wasn't even that bad, but I had to stay still, so that was rough.
Oh yeah, you the nurse,
that girl.
yeah, she said, don't break my hand.
It was because you had to stay still through a contraction, and when I tell you guys, the contractions are way worse after your water breaks. I dilated from 2.5 centimeters to 9.5 within 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. So, oof.
So you tell me to try to stay still. You try to stay still and deal with that. It was hard. So anyway, I get the epidural. My doctor comes in, checks me. She's like, yeah, like, you're 9.5. We're about to start pushing. Like, somehow I don't even know how I got the epidural because some people say that they can't get the epidural when they're so far dilated.
Nah,
but they didn't even check to make sure I was so far. They just, like, gave it to me and then checked.
Yeah, it was after the fact. And so, I don't think you was going to...
Thank goodness I got that epidural.
Yeah, but I don't think you would have like stayed still to get checked anyways at that time.
No, I had to have the epidural. Once I got the epidural, it was fine. We were chilling.
Yeah.
And it was just a good time, honestly. And then literally they were like, okay, we're gotta get doctor in here to push.
Yeah.
And that's when it felt real. Like I was about to push. And pushing was not that bad.
No, it wasn't too bad for you. I mean,
it was like a pressure, but it wasn't like painful. But that's because I had the epidural.
That's true. And I was not expecting it to go down like that. I thought
It was definitely different than what I expected to.
They had me. I mean, it felt like a football game up in there. I had to hold the leg. Well, I don't want to give all those details, but
and they like counted down.
Yeah, there was countdown. And then you got to apply the pressure. But then there was coaching up in there. There was like push out the pressure and yelling and stuff. And then I'm not really the super vocal you know, and stuff.
He
And I was still caught off guard. I mean, I was just at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying?
It went fast.
That
like,
was quick, man. Like,
my water broke at 3:30. We're at the hospital at 4-ish. And then I'm pushing at 8. And the baby, Kaya is her name, was delivered at 8:55.
yeah.
So it went fast.
It did. That was.
For a first time labor, it was fast. Thank goodness. I'm grateful that it went fast because it was like a good labor. Like I look back and I'm like, that was not that bad. Like.
Oh yeah, I mean comparatively to like other people and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. I mean, that was quick. I was ready for all that, and but I mean, I was.
It was a good time though. I can't wait to do it again. Like I literally, it was so fun. Like I was on a high.
I've never heard you hear that, but
It was such a good experience. I mean, obviously every labor is different, so like it's not like this labor will be
right, I
the
guarantee
same
you.
next time potentially, but I hope so,
Yeah,
or at least like similar.
yeah. I mean, I don't think you want to experience the bad. I mean,
I just don't want it to be long. Like if you have the epidural, it's really not that bad, girl. At least for me, maybe I shouldn't say that.
yeah, I don't know if you can.
Because pushing was not horrible, but also a lot of people's epidurals don't work, so there's that situation.
They don't work. Oh,
Yeah.
mm,
So that was the story of my birth.
mm,
Overall, great experience. Obviously, there was moments of pain and
yeah.
hard. Like it was hard, especially in that triage. But I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
And it brought us a beautiful little baby.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was fun.
It was a lot for me to see that I was not expecting to see. Well, I knew I was. I don't know.
He shouldn't have looked.
They didn't have nothing to block it. That was.
Well, they don't do that. That's C-sections. They put up a curtain.
See, that's what I'm saying. TV shows messed me up because I thought that TV shows, they block stuff off and, you up at the head, her head, just kind of letting stuff happen. No, I was right there in the trenches, and then.
Yeah. It was, I saw the placenta coming out. That was nasty. That was a whole other situation.
Woo.
It was in the girl's glasses.
Yeah, no, I saw that thing come out. That was scary. I
Yeah.
saw
But
too
I didn't have to
much.
push, so that was good.
I mean,
But anyway, my camera's gonna die. So let's,
Right. Yeah.
Overall, birth was fun. And I'm excited to do it again. Yes.
Hey, no, that's good. That's good.
But yeah, stay tuned for our next episode. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Peace.